Bonjour, I am Madame Metzger, je m'appelle Madame Metzger, and today we are going to work on Allez, Viens, Level 1, Chapter 3, the first étape. Let's get started. Oops, I always do that, don't I? Okay, first thing we're going to do is make and respond to requests. And we are continuing with the whole theme of school. So we're going to be talking about our school supplies. So if you want to ask somebody, do you have a school supply? We're going to use that verb avoir we learned in the last chapter. Do you have? And then the school supply. And this happens to be a pen. Répétez. Tu as un stylo? Tu as un stylo? If you want to talk to me, you should use vous, or if you're talking to more than one person. Vous avez un crayon? Vous avez un crayon? Do you have a pencil? If you have one and you want to give it to them to borrow, you can say oui, voilà. Répétez, oui, voilà. If you don't have one, you'll have to use the ne pas sandwich. So I'm sorry, I don't have, and whatever the item is. Notice that instead of saying or whatever noun marker the item is, after a ne pas sandwich, we simply say de. Répétez, je regrette. Je n'ai pas de stylo. Je n'ai pas de crayon. Good. Je regrette is a great one to use in terms of I'm sorry. When you haven't done anything wrong, you're just saying, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have this. Okay. The next thing we want to do is express need. So you might want to ask, what do you need for different classes that we learned in the last chapter? What is qu'est-ce que? Répétez, qu'est-ce que? Here's the actual word what, que. Est-ce que just lets the person know that it's a question, and you put it together, qu'est-ce que. Qu'est-ce que means what. Il te faut is an expression that doesn't translate well. So you just know that il te faut means you need. You know that you is tu or vous. Notice that there's no tu or vous there. It's il. So that's why I'm saying it's an expression that doesn't translate well word for word. But il te faut means you need. Pour is for, and then whatever your classes are. Répétez. Qu'est-ce qu'il te faut? Qu'est-ce qu'il te faut pour les cours? Now, if you're talking to me or you're talking to a group, you need to change that to vous. Répétez. Qu'est-ce qu'il vous faut? Qu'est-ce qu'il vous faut? Very good. To say I need something, répétez. Il me faut. Il me faut. Très bien. So notice the you part is really the little word before the faux. And the me part, the I need, is the me then. Il me faut. All right. Excellent. So all we need now are our school supplies. I need, répétez, il me faut. Notice the background's blue. The gender of all of these items are masculine. Répétez. Un sac à dos. Un sac à dos. Don't pronounce the S on the ends. Now, un sac à dos is a backpack. If you want to say just a bag, get rid of the à dos. Dos means back. So just a bag is un sac. Un sac. Très bien. Répétez. Un crayon. Get those R's in the back of your throat. Un crayon. Un cahier. Un cahier. Notice the pronunciation. We don't hear H's. So just ka, and then we hear the I, ER endings is an A sound. Répétez, un cahier. Très bien. Un classeur. Un classeur. Un stylo. Un stylo. Un feutre. Un feutre. Un livre. Un livre. Un taille-crayon. Remember, our ILLE is a Y sound. Répétez. Un taille crayon. Un pupitre. Un pupitre. Bien. Last one. Oh, two more. So there's a difference between a student desk and a normal desk. A normal desk, répétez, un bureau. Un bureau. E-A-U ending is an O sound in French, and it's very typical to have E-A-U, O. Un bureau. Excellent. Last one is the board. Répétez, un tableau. Un tableau. Notice it has the E-A-U ending like bureau. Good. And if you want to call it a blackboard, it's un tableau noir. A whiteboard would be un tableau blanc. We're going to do colors in this chapter too. So they're coming. All right, très bien. Those are all our masculine things in the classroom. Notice that I have supplies, but then I also put some things that we're going to see in the classroom too. All right. Next, we have a few feminine items. That's why the background is pink to help our memory. Just go, okay, was it in a blue background or a pink background? Notice that we have way less items here too. Here we go. Répétez. Il me faut une calculatrice. Une calculatrice. I need a ruler. Il me faut une règle. Une règle. Une gomme. Une gomme. Une trousse. Une trousse. Une feuille de papier. A piece of paper. Again, we have this ILL, which is a Y sound and almost never an L sound. Une feuille de papier. Here we hear the I, E, and then your ER ending is typically an A sound. A. Papier. One more time. Une feuille de papier. You got it. Très bien. We also have some other things just inside the classroom. Again, just like the masculine items. These aren't supplies, but they're things around the classroom that you should know. All right. Well, I guess we have chalk. I don't know if you call that a supply, but anyways, here we go. Répétez. Une porte. Une porte. Let me back up. It says, in the classroom, répétez, dans la salle à classe, dans la salle de classe, there is or there are, il y a, dans la salle de classe, il y a une porte. In the classroom, there is a door, une fenêtre. Répétez, une fenêtre. Une craie. Une craie. Thank goodness we don't have chalkboards anymore, but that's what that is, chalk. Une affiche. Une affiche. Posters. Une chaise. Une chaise. Une carte. Une carte. Une brosse. Une brosse. Excellent. We're going to talk about noun markers or articles now. So you know both the words for the and the words for a. If you're just labeling a sheet, it doesn't matter if you say the pencil or a pencil. But sometimes when you're using it in sentences, it matters a lot. The is a little more specific. You have a specific one in mind. Can you hand me the book? Not just any book. Not a book, the book. There's a certain one you have in mind. Where is the something feminine? Where is the map? Où est la carte? You have a specific map in mind. So when you want to be a little more specific with the, we're going to use le. If the next word begins with a vowel, L apostrophe. La. If the next word begins with a vowel, L apostrophe. And if it's more than one item, it's always going to be les. If you're not talking about a specific one, you just are saying to your mom, hey, I need a folder for math class. Not a specific one, you just need a folder. You would say un cahier, if it's masculine singular. Maybe you need a 3-ring binder, une classeur, une. Or maybe you need some pieces of paper, des feuilles de papier. So the, a, some. That's the difference, and we need to understand those. Now, none of these are to be used after a ne pas sandwich. Instead, they all go away, and they're used when we use de. And again, if the next word begins with a vowel, we'll actually get rid of the e and de and put an apostrophe. So, for example, if you want to say, I don't have a pen. Je n'ai pas de stylo. Je regrette. Je n'ai pas de stylo. All right, and that's the second étape, which we'll do in another video. So now you should be filling out your notes, front and back. This page here is just for you. It's just for fun. You can either number them and on a separate piece of paper, see if you can write out all the words, or you can label it, whatever you think will be more useful for you. The next page is your grammar tutor that you're going to be working on, and this is all about the articles. This page that we're on right here. Do you want to use the word the, or a, or some? And what about after a ne pas sandwich? Everything changes to de, or de apostrophe. So that's what this is all about, A, B, C, and D. Then you have a practice sheet that you're going to fill out too. And this too is working with these different noun markers. At the beginning on the practice sheet 7, the left column is all going to be un or une. And the right column is all going to be the words for the, le, la, lay, or l apostrophe. Below, you are definitely being careful with your noun markers because the first sentence in part B, you want to just identify it. Like the example, they say, it's a book. Say un livre. But then the second line, you have to say, it's Guillaume's book. And we don't have apostrophe S's in French. You can't say Guillaume's livre. You're not allowed to do that. It doesn't exist. So you have to say it's the book of Guillaume, a specific. It's not just a book. It's the book of Guillaume. So you have to say le livre de Guillaume. And so that's what you're practicing in part B on practice sheet B, practice sheet 7B. And then, of course, you've got your CDA pages. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. A bientôt. Au revoir.